Hello and welcome to Nitro Talk. We are on pipe video number 3. 10 more pipes. Please like and subscribe if you're into anything related to nitro engines, nitro vehicles, pipes, parts, everything. We're going to be doing videos on everything nitro. Thank you very much for watching and subscribing. Thank you very much. This video, I'm going to illustrate a little bit of a point that I wrestle with a lot. I want to, trust me, I want to just show y'all all of my goodies, all right? I want to show you all my Nova Rossies, all my RBs, all my OSs, all of my sweet, rare, cool stuff. But I can't give away the farm right away. I'm trying to build a channel. So I'm trying to kind of trickle out the really cool stuff. And, you know, in between, we have to look at some, you know, basic stuff as well. There's plenty of basic run-of-the-mill nitro stuff, RTR stuff, you know, your Hyper 21, your just basic stuff. It's part of nitro. We have to learn, and I hope you as well, want to look at everything nitro. I want to know everything nitro, all the pipes, all the engines. I want to see it and know about it. So in this video, a lot of these pipes are kind of basic RTR. There's a few RTR pipes in here. Basic, cheaper stuff. It's all part of nitro, and we have to go through that just like we go through the super cool, unique, desirable stuff, as well as your run-of-the-mill, everyday jobber stuff. So let's go ahead and get through it here. While I have this one in my hand, let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I looked on here to try to find the word Kyosho. I'm so positive that this is a Kyosho pipe, and Kyosho does normally mark their stuff. So I was expecting to find Kyosho on this thing somewhere, but I do not. So I cannot say 1000% for sure that I know it's Kyosho, although I believe it is. It is certainly a 10 scale, 2-piece pipe. Pressure fitting at the end is kind of unique for this pipe, and there's no way. Is that hole threaded? No. There's like no set screw, no grub screw to attach the pipe hanger there on that pipe. I believe this came off of a 10th scale Kyosho RTR, although I'm not positive. While we have that one right there, that is your classic Traxxas resonator pipe. Basically, so when you move to the 2.5 T-Max, so the original 15 T-Max had this pipe. All right, I took this one apart in, I believe, video number 2. This is the first gen T-Max pipe, all right, with the Pro 15. Then you move to the 2.5 T-Max that had this pipe. Then you get up to the 2.5R engine and the updated T-Max. I believe widened the arms. They did some updates on the T-Max. Went from the 2.5 to the 2.5R and was added the resonator pipe. Resonator pipes also came on the 2.5 in pretty much everything else. Jado, maybe not Nitro Rustler, but I know they came on Jado and Fortec. Oh yeah, so that's what we're looking at. That is the original 2.5 when they first updated the T-Max to the 2.5. That was the pipe that came on it. So kind of a unique shape to it. 2-piece clamshell design. Also kind of a unique mounting situation, the mount molded into it right there. And did the T-Max come with a deflector? I believe it may have. Screw in pressure fitting there. So that's your 2.5 pipe. Let's go ahead and do the 2.5 and 3.3. Also use the resonator pipe. Actually, no, the 3.3, the last version of the T-Max has a different pipe. We'll look at that one. This is the 2.5R Jado Fortec. Had this style resonator pipe, which has become a very popular upgrade for other T-Maxes, Jados, Fortecs, whatnot. This pipe does perform well. Traxxas, you know, a lot of people can talk a lot of crap about Traxxas, but they do engineer their stuff. And so that, yeah, this is a good performing pipe, kind of a unique oval shape to it there, and unique having the pressure fitting and the mount opposite each other there. It's kind of unique. So that's the resonator Traxxas pipe. And then we have our our hated first gen Savage stock pipe. The old plastic with the pressure fitting molded into that crease right there. 3 screws to take it apart. Yeah, that's like the very first thing you did when you got a Savage with one of these on it was chuck that and get something else. You know, I should have, that'd have been a good thing for this video. Show one of the, I'll do in my next video. In my next video, I'll bring this back to show one of the pipes that this was normally upgraded to. One of the HPI upgrade pipes for Savage. But that is the stock pipe for Savage. First gen Savage. 25, I think 21 and 25, I believe, came with this pipe. But not very well liked by the Savage community, the HPI stock pipe. All right, let's go ahead and do this. And I did an entire video on this pipe. If you would like to go back and check my video on the Axe Rossi Magic Tune. Now see, there's so many words, I forgot them all. Axe Rossi, something magic, very tune, adjustable length, tuned pipe. It's like a 9-word name for this thing. But very unique pipe. As a coupler in here that, let's say you have the pipe and the coupler mounted securely. You can take and spin this coupler and adjust the length of the pipe, shorter and longer, without removing it from the vehicle. You can just turn that turnbuckle essentially there and adjust the length of it. There's O-rings fitted into it to keep it from leaking. And also, if you can see, and you know, I explain all of this in my video on this, because the exhaust outlet on the Black Magic and other Rossi engines around the time that this came out, their exhaust outlet on the back of the engine came down, I believe it was like a 30-degree angle. It was angled downward. So because of that, this manifold here is angled slightly upward on this end to meet that slightly angled downward exhaust outlet on the rear of the engine. So this has a unique bend to it. Axe EFRA 2022 is the code. Big rounded fat pipe. This one is big around. A very unique, super cool pipe that I did an entire video on. Please go and watch that if you would like to check it out. There's a magazine article on this pipe in one of my magazines that we look at in this video. All right. Now, you know, like I said, we got to do all, and I actually bought this imagine me needing 8-scale pipes enough to buy this one. I don't know why. I think I just wanted to try it. It was super cheap. This is like your cheapest you can buy on eBay 8-scale off-road pipe. And actually the manifolds that come with these are really diesel. They're not, a lot of times you have to, where they're welded together, where this piece and that piece are welded together, it's not very well cleaned up inside, and you have to do a little bit of work on it yourself. But the headers that come with these, they're really thick. The metal right here, this lip where you mount your spring through, is like super thick on the manifolds that come with those. I should have brought one out. Again, I'll show that in the next video, and I'll bring this pipe back to show the manifold for it. But that thing was like, there are more now, but 5-6 years ago when I bought this, I think it was like $8, maybe 10, shipped for a pipe and manifold set. That is dirt cheap. And I tell you what, they are super thin. They will crush very easily, and they're very loud. That's the other thing about these pipes. They're crackly, loud pipes. But they do perform, maybe not super well, but it works. It gets the job done. It's a tuned pipe, really cheap, Chinese cheap eBay pipe. All right, okay. I'm saving the good stuff for last. There she is. This is, I would say, probably the #1 most loved pipe. People really love the JP3, but most people, if you're like, hey, you want this or a JP3, they're going to snag this thing. These things go for this right here in this condition. I bet you that's $100 on eBay. It's not bent. That's the thing. It's still nice and solid and round, non-bent stinger. That's a $100 pipe. These things go for crazy money. This is OS 2050 or FEMCA 0518 is another sanctioning body code. But this T2050 OS engine pipe is just absolutely loved. This is the recommended pipe for your 3-port OS based engines, which is such a popular, such a copied engine. There's so many variants of it out there that a lot of people are seeking out this pipe to run on those engines. And it does performs great on any engine, but really great on those. It's kind of it's a really thick weld. So I guess it's reinforced with a really thick weld there. And that stinger itself appears to be fairly thick. And this pipe, these are, I believe, referred to, maybe they had a standard and a super strong. I don't know if this is a super strong version, but it does appear to, it feels really solid. And again, like I touched on in the video #1 with that 2060 pipe, these friggin' pipes, which are like $150 new, you had to put your own pressure fitting on them. And 9 times out of 10, every one I get that someone else has mounted a pressure fitting on, it's frickin' gooped and ugly like that. I don't know why people had to do that, but they had to do it. And I guess at least it's secure and doesn't leak. So that's that. But that is the beloved OS 2050 pipe. And we are down. Did I talk about that? I guess not. That is, this appears to be, now that's a pipe that you buy on eBay super cheap as a pipe. This is a pipe that comes on a super cheap RTR car, like your HSP Red Cat 8-scale off-road buggy would come with something like this. Super cheap, not, a whole lot to it. Screw on pressure fitting, non-reinforced stinger. Got a hard line there. But just your basic 2-piece black RTR pipe right there. All right. I had mentioned, I believe it was the first video, that I've really, really loved this one dynamite pipe that I have. Well, this is it. I believe it to be pretty much the same thing as an 053. It has the same bell end on it, same length and shape. So I think it's just essentially an 053 with a double bent header, which is a pipe combo that I've loved for years. So why wouldn't I love this? I've ran this thing for like the past 2 years. I just recently switched when I installed the SH engines. I switched to the 2035 pipe. But I have been running this thing for a long time and loved it. Loved this pipe. It's unmarked. You know, what was the... there was a name for this pipe. It was the dynamite... maybe high torque pipe. I'm not sure what the name of this was, but I believe it had a name. I can't think of it right now. But it's like it's a hard coated, textured finish, bell end, unsecured, unreinforced stinger, but an awesome performing pipe. All right. Last but absolutely not least, the one thing that I've gotten hit up to people trying to buy off of me since I've started posting pictures of my pipe collection. Sorry, it's not for sale. The original pipe and header from the XTM X Factor solid axle 4-link suspension nitro monster truck. That is the stock pipe and header that came on that. Obviously a unique twin exhaust design. It is mounted at the very rear of the truck with the exhaust tips facing out the rear of the truck, and a unique header with coupler, and of course has the fitting for the spring, screw in pressure fitting, and dual mounts, one on each end. You have a mount. It's mounted very securely from both ends. Very nice pipe. Hard to find, apparently. A lot of people are trying to get this off of me. But very sorry, this has to go on my XTM X Factor project truck that I promise, along with all my other projects. Trust me, we have plenty of time. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be hopefully making videos for years to come. So we're going to get to all my vehicles, all my engines. We're going to run everything. We're going to test everything. We're going to be going lots of places on this channel. So you will see, I promise you that you will see my XTM X Factor in a running video. And this pipe will be on it. Thank you very much for joining me on this episode 3 of the pipe collection videos. More to come, more engine videos to come. More of everything nitro coming right up. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you there.